How you doing again, Paul?
Hey, Pat.
So, tell me, whereabouts are we as far as the Nashawannuck Pond right now?
Well, since where we were just speaking before, we're on the opposite end. This would be called the southern end of the pond. And where it is this is where Brough spills into Nashawannuck Pond. Everything behind me, what you see here, all these cattails and all of that, all used to be pond. In fact, when I was in high school, we used to fish out there. We used to bring our boats and canoes all the way up to the top part where you see those cattails. And now all of this is sediment that came in from Hendrick Street. All the road sand from the mountain road that comes down the mountain basically came through in here and built up, and it basically took 20 acres of pond away from the pond. So this is what we call the mouth of the pond. And by the way, just a sidekick is upstream from here is our sediment basin that we put into place to try to trap all the sediment coming in from the Hendrick Street Broad Brook. Hendrick Street, of course, has about 5 bridges on it, and at each bridge there's drain culverts for all the sand that goes into the brook, then gets carried in and dumped right here, and created this big delta. And now the pond only comes right to over here where you see the dredging.
So this is what we're looking at really is just the end of where or the beginning, depending on how you want to look at it, where they started doing the digging and things like that.
Yep. This is the farthest reaching of the excavation process right here.
Where the stakes are yet?
Yeah, it was about 2 feet of water over there before, and now it's 6 feet of water. So they went from 2 to 6. They made that deeper, and of course that just aids with the fishing and more area for the fish to forage.
Great. So what are some of the interesting things that you saw as they were dredging and as the pond got lowered? I know I saw, you know, miscellaneous garbage cans, Christmas trees, and things like that. But I'm sure you saw some more interesting things.
Well, thankfully, there wasn't more TVs and grocery carriages and appliances on the bottom of the pond.
No safes that maybe Al Capone could have dumped in here. Nothing like that.
We didn't find any Indian spears or arrowheads or anything like that. I think the one thing that really got me by surprise more than anything was the size of the freshwater clams that was in this place. I mean, when you saw me earlier, that's what I was looking for, as I was trying to replace the ones that broke on me, but they were huge. These freshwater clams, some of them were actually that big.
Wow, that's amazing.
Huge monsters. And of course at the Boathouse Beach they were bringing up things, and they had some old carts and wagons from wagon wheels and things like that. I was hoping to get my mitts on a couple of those items, but I just kept putting it off until somebody else took them.
So nothing too crazy or historic that we should
not that I'm personally aware of, but there might be some people out there that are much more industrious when it comes to the scavenging of ancient artifacts that maybe found something. I didn't hear of anything just yet.
Well, that's good that you know, the pond didn't have as much junk, if you will, in there, and so hopefully now we'll have a place to swim, and kids will be catching fish for years to come because of all this.
Absolutely, that was the name of the game.
All right, great. Thanks again, Paul.
You're welcome, Pat. Thank you.